An amazing book I read years ago, 2005 to be exact, was a very pivotal book. It's one of the books, one of the thousands that I've saved, and I just can't throw away because it was so pivotal in my growth as a human being. And when I look at the walk in life that many of us have now, especially for chiropractors that are listening, that we are always in the middle of a battle to share a message about living clear and living a principled life and living a principled life as a chiropractor. And for those of you listening that really don't know what that means, to be a principled chiropractor means that with your patients in your office, you do one thing only, and that's what chiropractic was designed to do, was to detect and correct subluxation, period. Now, as doctors of chiropractic, there's many things we could do that our license enables us to, as they've expanded our scope to provide nutrition and physical therapy and acupuncture and exercise and a whole bunch of stuff that was included in our scope because insurance pays good money for it. And it essentially muddied the waters of purity, so to speak. And with that, dirt creates congestion and fog and lack of clarity for the world, society, to understand what chiropractic is truly all about. We had 6 new patients today. 4 of them came from other chiropractors that got no results because they were doing anything but pure chiropractic on them. They were doing a lot of things. And I don't know if it's because they're truly doing it just to make a buck, or they don't have enough faith in the pure healing capacity of the body to remove a subluxation and sit back and watch the body heal itself. I have so much faith that we could clear out an atlas, and I don't care what the diagnosis is. At that moment, that human being is healing, and I've seen it happen thousands of times in my career. And that's what my role is as a chiropractor, to find out if this is subluxation, to clear it and leave it alone. That's chiropractic, not weight loss and cold laser and cleaning your feet and putting needles in you. There's other professions that do that. It doesn't make it wrong. But go to someone who has a passion for physical therapy, a passion for nutrition, a passion as a naturopath. And that's their one mastery, is that. So when you're going to them, you know you're getting all of them. You're getting 100% of their truth, 100% of their knowledge. And if it's something that they don't deal with and they don't know, they'll refer to someone who's a master in that field. Imagine that if we all work together in that realm. How much better off people would be, and the understanding of what pure principled chiropractic can do for an entire family when people come in and get checked for subluxation, adjusted if they need it, and they keep that part of their routine the rest of their life with a powerful neurology. What does that look like in their life? I've lived it with my kids. I live it myself. I've lived it with thousands of patients that we take care of. And I could sit here all night talking about the results and how amazing life is when people live clear. And when I think about the battles that anyone is having in life, one of my older patients, cool guy, biker guy, tough dude, gave me this Warriors Code years ago, back in 2005, and he's still a patient. His name is Alex. And he wrote this down for me, and it says, in the Warriors Code, there is no surrender. Though your body says stop, your spirit says never. So if you have a truth in your life and you're fighting for your truth and you're fighting for your freedom, there's no surrender. You know, in this book, which is one of my favorite all-time books, The 3 Success Secrets of Shamgar. Shamgar, who's a very little unknown human by most people, and you could find him in Judges in the Bible. And they talk about this Chinese proverb that says, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Teach our kids that since the day they're born to never quit. If they're after something in their life, be persistent, work hard, and never quit, especially if they feel it in their soul that it's the truth and they got to go after it. Never quit. It says here on page 170, successful people, said motivational author Napoleon Hill, usually find that great success lies just beyond the point when they're convinced that their idea is not going to work. And legendary boxer James the Gentleman Jim Corbett, who KO'd the great John L. Sullivan in a grueling 21-round fight in New Orleans in 1892, he put it this way, and I love this. Fight one more round when your feet are so tired that you have to shuffle back to the center of the ring. Fight one more round. When your arms are so tired that you can hardly lift your hands to come on guard. Fight one more round. When your nose is bleeding and your eyes are black and you are so tired you wish your opponent would crack you on the jaw and put you to sleep. Fight one more round. Remembering that the man who always fights one more round is never whipped. You see, when you outlast them, and if you live by a truth and a principle that's truth, truth will always win. Truth will always rise to the top. You just can never quit. You can never quit. And when you have a passion and you see things like William Wallace in Braveheart, that was tired of his people being treated the way they were being treated. Just like I'm tired of human beings being treated like laboratory rats and just over-medicated and losing faith in creation and the power that made them and their body's ability to heal from above down, inside out. And when you study Shamgar in little books like this that are hard to come by sometimes, and when you go to Judges 3:31, and it said, Shamgar, son of Anath, who struck down 600 Philistines with an ox goad, he too saved Israel. So this dude had enough. And he would hide in the woods and jump out and take these soldiers out single-handedly. And he had so much rage from his passion. And sick and tired of being sick and tired of being controlled, sick and tired of having his freedom taken away, he fought back. And I'm here to tell you, people, it's time that we get faith back into society and into humanity, the understanding of what a clear atlas means, an understanding of what it means to have a pure principle chiropractor under your family's realm as part of your healthcare team, having a loving pediatrician that's not going to over-medicate your kids and understands that the body has the ability to heal itself and let healing take time, instead of shoving down drugs down your kids' throats from a young age, and then raising our kids to be emotionally stable so they're not running around anxious and depressed and sad and having to be doped up to get through 3rd grade. That's got to stop. And it comes with a level of faith in realizing that creation is powerful. The universe is powerful, and that same power that has created the intelligence for the birds to fly south in the winter, for the seasons to change, for your baby to digest breast milk on its own, that innate intelligence is still inside of you. And when you're subluxated and that atlas puts pressure on the brainstem, that innate intelligence expression is stifled, and we're disconnected. And disconnected humans live miserable lives. And the body screams for help with symptoms, crying for help. And if our answer is a drug to every symptom, we go further and further down the rabbit hole. You see, when you wake up, humans to their human spirit by living clear, getting adjusted in a loving, principled fashion, in a way that they can mentally, physically, emotionally handle. And their neurology starts to connect, and that power starts to wake up inside of them. Every health decision they make in life becomes simpler. Eating healthy becomes simpler. Exercising regularly, getting a mental clarity through meditation, prayer, yoga, whatever it is. They start to devise a system in their life and rely on their body's wisdom to make the answers for them. You see, that's what living clear is all about. That's what waking up is all about. Connecting to the human spirit and walking by faith. When our children realize how important faith, and it's inside of them, is where their destiny lies, their decisions become clear, clarity, perfection, principled, loving, clear, and they live free. What parent doesn't want that for their children? And we need more damn chiropractors screaming for this truth from the rooftop, creating conversations, not talking at people, but accepting them lovingly where they're at and sharing this principle of life. And one of the easiest ways to just connect to this is the experience of pregnancy in a woman. And a man and a woman can make love for hours. And that one sperm egg gets to the egg, and life, creation take over. And that little cells go from 2 cells to 4 cells to 100,000 cells to trillions of cells that create life and build a human being inside that earthly mother's womb. That is pure intelligence. That's pure expression of innate, inborn wisdom. And when you're born, 9 months or so later, it doesn't go away. It is still there. And when we can realize that as a society and connect to that on a regular basis, man, the peace you will feel, realizing that no matter what stress you're experiencing today, you will overcome it because you're passionate about your life, your purpose, and where your destiny lies. And all the answers come from within. Be blessed.